Hey everybody, sorry this video is coming a little later than usual. I wanted to spend a couple minutes and talk about what's coming up this week. So let's hop in over here really quick at the on D2L. So what I want to talk about first, of course, is the of what we're doing this week. I know a lot of you are probably still playing catch up a little bit from the last couple of weeks. Um, this week is not as full of tasks, but they are kind of difficult tasks. So let's look at the video lesson this week. Mainly what we are focusing on is rigging for our spoon. So being able to have our spoon deform into ways that we can put it into poses. And for that, we're going to have to sort of create some deformers. And a deformer is something that alters the model at the vertex level instead of on the object level. Like we can move the entire object. A deformer is something that moves and sort of reorients the vertices in a way that causes it to deform. And then we can control that deformation with some rigging and some controls, right? And so that's what we go through this week, talking about how deformers work, and then setting up a control rig for the spoon that will allow us to do the animation we're going to be doing next week, which is our spoon jumping into the scene. And then I animate it jump into the scene and then jump into the cereal bowl. So it's not a ton of work, but it's stuff that is kind of slow and meticulous, and you may end up having to do the rig more than once just to get it right and get it to work the way you want to. And so, budget a little bit of time for that, but I recognize that some of you maybe are still finishing up your models and your textures, and that's okay too. Just what you'll probably want is to be done with the rigging by early next week, so you can start doing the animation along with me. Um, in terms of the things that are due this week, the only thing that's due is our discussion, like every other week. For that, this is a little bit different. Since we're starting to deform our object so we can put it into poses, we're going to start thinking about posing for animation. And so what I want to have you do is go out and find an image from an animated piece, whether it's a film or a cinematic or whatever it is you prefer, and find it where the characters are in a specific pose or a very dynamic pose, and take a screenshot of that. And I want you to post that. That is going to be your initial discussion post, is just that image. Don't tell us anything about what's going on, because what we're going to be doing for the responses or for the replies to the discussion post is people are going to try to guess or try to see if they can read the pose to understand what is going on in that part of the scene. What we're thinking about here is that posing is it is part of the language of animation, right? Like it is one of the things that we use to communicate very heavily what is happening in the action. And so this will allow you to sort of study that a little bit and find some good examples of that. And hopefully that'll inform, in future classes how you communicate with your poses. So again, your initial post, which is just the image, is due on Thursday night. Your replies will be due on Sunday night. So the last thing I would say is just a reminder under assessment, you are still able to turn in, there we go. You're still able to turn in revisions for Project 1, and you will be until the end of the semester. So if you have any changes you want to make to that, or any changes you want me to see or grade, go ahead and turn those in anytime you want. So hopefully that's helpful. Let me know if you have any questions along the way, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye-bye.